Hey everyone, so I'm back in with another video. This time around, I have another collection to show you guys, and I'm actually surprised that I haven't made one single collection video for this entire console, and in fact, this entire company. I went through my videos and I noticed that I haven't put out collection videos for either of my two Xbox consoles. Now, I have just the original Xbox and the Xbox 360. I don't have an Xbox One yet. I do own one lonely Xbox One game that's over there. It's like Angry Birds Star Wars or something. I got it really cheap, and I probably should have just left it behind, but I grabbed it anyways. I do intend one day on getting an Xbox One, but for the time being, I don't have one. Anyway, so as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to show you guys my Xbox 360 collection. I have in total, including loose disc games and collector's editions, I have over 60 games. So let's just sit in and, well, enjoy the games that I have. Pretty much, if there are any games that I have that I say that I have not played yet and you think I should play them, please let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, really, any opinions that you have about any of these games, please just let me know your thoughts, and I'll just respond to your comments as soon as I can. So to start off with, I have two loose disc games. I did not purchase these games outright. They were sort of included with other games, so that's the reason why I have them. Lego Indiana Jones, The Original Adventures, and Medal of Honor Limited Edition. Both are disc only, as you can tell. But yeah, I got those, and I just don't know what to do with them, so I'm holding on to them. I also have just two collector's editions. The first one here is for Soul Calibur 5. It's in this nice sort of imitation book case. I kind of like it, but it didn't have all that much inside that was interesting to me. It had the game, of course, which is a big plus. But inside, it has just this very nice art book that comes with a soundtrack in the back, and a making of DVD in the front over here. But otherwise, I don't know, I probably could have just gone with the regular edition of the game, but I like Soul Calibur, so I went ahead and picked that up. And the other collector's edition that I have is the collector's edition for Halo Reach. This one here is a little bit more interesting. It comes with this sort of pull-out box. Inside it has the game, of course, right there. And then inside is this packet with an art book and a whole bunch of other loose papers and things like that. And it's just a sort of interesting package, and it really drew my attention, but I mean, there's nothing in there that I could really use or enjoy separately. So let's just put this away for now. And let's get right into the rest of the games that I have in my collection. Sorry about my awkwardness there. So everything's going to be in alphabetical order. I'm going to go through most of them pretty fast. I'll stop in between to say something a little bit more about specific games that I have played more and enjoyed more. And again, just let me know in the comment section below what you think about any game, really. So first up here is Akai Katana. It's not that great of a shooter, like a shoot 'em up, but it's still interesting enough. Definitely a bullet hell shooter. Next is Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, and I have not actually played this Banjo-Kazooie game yet, but I've been told it wasn't that great. If you have any other thoughts about it, again, please let me know. Batman Arkham Asylum. I actually like the new series of Batman games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins. They're pretty enjoyable, not too difficult. for me to play. I don't typically like, I guess for the lack of a better word, harder games. Games that are marketed towards an older audience and they have more physical gameplay in it. But these ones are easy enough for me to handle, and I like all the different gadgets and stuff that he has access to. And of course I have Arkham City and Arkham Origins there as well. Next is a fighting game. I absolutely love fighting games. This one here isn't that special, but at least the characters and the powers of, in the game are kind of interesting. It's Battle Fantasia, and it's published by Axis. Bayonetta. Can't wait for Bayonetta 2. Really enjoyed this game. Can't wait for the sequel. Next is Blades of Time. Have not played this. If you think that's a good game, please let me know. I don't even know why I got this. I have it in the big box with the gun controller, but I think I only ever played this game once. It's Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2012, and the only reason I hold on to this is because I need to go back and complete the rest of the achievements in this game. It kind of sucks, but I just never got around to finishing it. Call of Duty 2. Call of Juarez, the Cartel. I got this from Future Shop. They were doing a really, really significant discount on a couple of video games. I went ahead and grabbed that. Should have probably left it behind, but if you think any differently, please let me know. Next is Conan the Barbarian. Dead or Alive 4, yet another fighting game. Enjoy the series, so I had to, of course, pick up as many entries into the series as I could find. That's why next it's Dead or Alive Extreme 2, but this is just ridiculous and fan service for all the boys out there. Next is the Zombrex edition of Dead Rising 2. It's just this steelbook case for it. Dead Rising 2, enjoyed it more than the first Dead Rising. Haven't had a chance to play the new Dead Rising game yet, but eventually when I get an Xbox One, I will definitely check out the new one. I love just killing mass amounts of zombies, because usually I get scared in the more survival horror kind of zombie games. Those just terrify me. Much like this next game here, Dead Space 2. Too terrified to ever play that again. Not that it's necessarily really scary, it's just I don't know, I get more drawn into a game than I do watching a movie or a TV show, so I tend to get frightened more playing games. Next is Enemy Territory Quake Wars. Fable 3, still sealed, brand new. Got this at Fan Expo last year, not this past summer, but last year. They were handing it out for free, so I went ahead and grabbed a copy of that, but still have not played it. Got this next game for like 90 cents or something at EB, Facebreaker. If it's worth playing, please let me know, even if it's only worth playing for a couple of minutes. I mean, it cost me $1. I should probably check it out, but I just haven't gotten around to it. The Xbox 360 isn't my favorite console or go-to console, because the number one thing that drew me away from it was having to pay for online play, and I just never really got into it. But there have been a couple games that I have played more significantly on the 360. Next up is one of those games, Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage. I first thought that this game here would be more of a brawler and less of a Dynasty Warriors game, but I should have known Tecmo Koei it would be Dynasty Warriors-esque, so of course that's what the gameplay is like. Not to say that I hate the gameplay, it's just been done to hell, and it kind of gets stale after a while, but still, it's Fist of the North Star, and I enjoyed it. That's why I also got Fist of the North Star Ken's Rage 2. Next is the first Gears of War. Have barely played this game, and I have not played any of the other Gears of War games. I don't remember exactly how this even ended up in my collection, but I don't know, I might just give it up. And next is a game that I actually played while I still had my Xbox Live membership, but since that expired a couple of months ago, I haven't really played this game. I initially played it, I played my sister's copy of the game, because she didn't play online at all. But I went ahead and grabbed my own copy of this game when I found it on a clearance sale at Target for $10. It's Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5 for $10. I would have been stupid not to buy it. Next up is Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock, and I actually really enjoyed this Guitar Hero. I played it to hell. Back when I first got my 360, I played this game the most often, but then I haven't played it since about 2009, 2010, so I think eventually I will get back to Guitar Hero again, but probably not anytime soon. And I should definitely pick up the pace now, because I see I'm at 11 minutes 30 seconds, and I still have about 30 more games to get through. Next up is Halo Anniversary, just the remake with added stuff. Hellboy, The Science of Evil. Again, a game that I haven't really played, but if you suggest it, I might reconsider it and push it up on my list of games to play. Next is Injustice. I absolutely like this game. Absolutely hated the PS Vita port. I got this right when it came out. I got the collector's edition of this as well. I have the statue set up right over there on a shelf. And I played through the story mode in this. Got through the entire story. Enjoyed it very much. Not to say that I was all that in-depth, but I mean, I like DC characters, so the more I can get, the better. But I didn't play this one online all that much. I did, though, play the Vita version a lot more recently. And, I mean, I still like the game, but whatever. I don't know when I will get back to this anytime soon, because there are a lot of other fighting games out there that I do enjoy even more. Next up is a game I got dirt cheap. I thought I'd end up playing it with a couple of family members, but haven't gotten around to it yet. Just Dance 4. I also then found this game later on at a Salvation Army for the Wii U for like $1.99, and I grabbed that as well. Next is Kengo Land of the Nine. I have not played this yet, but it's pretty much a samurai fighting game. Next is Kinect Adventures, because everybody that bought the Kinect has this game. And then two more Kinect games here. This one is still sealed brand new. Disneyland Adventures. And another one here is Nat Geo TV America the Wild. Next up is a game that I'm actually too scared to actually play for a significant amount of time. Is Left 4 Dead 2. I just don't like being eaten by zombies. Lost Planet Extreme Condition. That's a Platinum Hits version of that. A fighting game that I really enjoyed, and it's the second version of this game as well. It's Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds. Absolutely love the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Enjoyed the Dreamcast games. Really enjoyed the whole series pretty much. And even the PS Vita game in the series I enjoyed as well. Next is Marvel Ultimate Alliance. And a copy of Minecraft for the Xbox 360. Still sealed, brand new. I mean, I downloaded this game, but I also wanted to have a physical copy of it, so I went ahead and got that as well. Mirror's Edge. So many people say great things about this game. I still haven't really enjoyed this game, and I don't think I will be playing it anytime soon again. I don't know, for me personally, I was having a hard time locating all the different areas I was supposed to go to, even though it's blatant, and they tell you right there by having the surfaces and ledges and whatever highlighted. I was still getting lost, still not knowing where I'm going, and was getting killed by all these attackers, and I just had to stop playing that. Next is Naruto Rise of a Ninja. Another ninja game here. Another two ninja games. Ninja Blade from Software. I pretty much got this because it's made by Havoc and it's published by From Software. And I thought, you know what? For a couple of dollars, why not go for it? Still haven't gotten around to playing it. That seems to be the story for a lot of games because I have so many games and I get drawn into a select few games. And I tend to put a lot of focus on those few games, trying to complete it as much as possible, and then I move on to the next game. But I pick up too many games anyway, so I should really consider focusing in on at least one or two consoles, and then getting more in-depth with the games. Next up is Ninja Gaiden 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3. Next is a shoot 'em up that I actually really hated, and the thing that bothers me even more is that right on the front it says, inspired by the legendary Gradius series. It's made by Konami. It's Otomedius excellent. And at first I thought it would just be, I mean, look at the characters. I thought it would just be a ridiculous shoot 'em up. But it's just not that fun. Like, the power-ups suck. The character is way too large of a target. And they move really slow. And I just could not enjoy that. And I unplugged it. I shouldn't say unplugged it. I took the disc out, ejected the disc, and then played some Makai Katana. Next is another game that was kind of disappointing. Perfect Dark Zero. Perfect Dark on the N64 hasn't aged that well, but it's still a better game than this. Next is Project Sylphid Arc of Deception, and Red Dead Redemption Undead Night. And again, Undead Nightmare. It's a Rockstar game, plays just like Grand Theft Auto, but it's set in the Wild West in late 1800s United States, late 1800s, I believe. And yep, just zombies walking around in this version, zombified people. Didn't know what I was thinking with that. 18 minutes now, just about 10 more games to go, so we're in the home stretch now. Red Faction Armageddon, the first Saints Row, and I also have Saints Row 4 for the PS3. Just recently started playing that, and I have to say, it's a pretty fun, crazy game, but again, it plays just like Grand Theft Auto 5, more or less, I should say, just Grand Theft Auto, but it's a very enjoyable game, and especially when you kill someone with a ridiculous weapon, or just see different interactions happening in the game. I enjoy Saints Row. Next up is another fighting game. It's an older series, but I haven't played this specific version all that much. It's Samurai Shodown Sen. And, yep, Samurai Shodown. For those of you that know, the SNK made this series pretty much, and they're very enjoyable games. Sorry that was so awkward there. I'm getting kind of tired at this point. Next up is Splatterhouse. Wish I had some of the older Splatterhouse games, but those are near impossible to get for a good price. Street Fighter 4. Sucks I don't have the other Street Fighter 4, the one that came out just recently, I believe this past summer, but this one will do just fine, and I mean, it's Street Fighter. It's not terrible, but it's also just the same thing again and again. Next is Tenchu Z. I haven't played many of the Tenchu games, and I've only played really a couple of minutes of this. Just stealth action, pretty decent, but again, not that special. Next up is another fighting game in a long-standing SNK series, King of Fighters. This one is King of Fighters 13. Enjoy King of Fighters. I enjoy almost all the SNK fighting games, and this one here is an amalgamation of several different fighting games, and just absolutely love the selection of characters. Sorry. And also this version here came with a music CD. It wasn't actually even just one music CD. If I remember correctly, it was 4, maybe even more music CDs, and it was just music from every single game in the series up until that point, and it was just very enjoyable. Next up is the Orange Box with Half-Life 2, Episode 2, Team Fortress 2, and Portal. I have to say I enjoyed Portal 2 more than the first Portal. First Portal is fine, but Portal 2 is what really made the story for me. Team Fortress 2 I haven't played that much, and when I have tried to play it, I just become a burden to my team. And Half-Life I haven't gotten too into the series, and until there's a real conclusion to it, I don't think that I will get into actually playing the series. Next is actually another loose disc game that I forgot I had in here. It's Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Yeah, Warfighter. Then the 2 embarrassing Tony Hawk games, Tony Hawk Ride and Shred. Both of them disappointing, both of them playable using the god-awful skateboard controller. I got them because I like gimmicky controllers and just weird add-ons and stuff like that. So when I saw them for dirt cheap, I absolutely had to go and grab them. Next is a Sega game made for the 360, and I have to say it was just kind of blah. It's the Universe at War, Earth Assault. And the last 3 games here aren't that exciting. First here is probably the most exciting of them. Of these 3, that is Unreal Tournament. Unreal Tournament U? 3? I actually don't know. Unreal Tournament. WWE, I believe, or just Wrestling 2012. And the Xbox Live Arcade Unplugged sort of demo disc situation here. Again, I kind of lost control of this video near the end. The 360 for me is one of those consoles that when I had it for the first few years, I was kind of afraid to play it, especially once I knew about the issues with it. So I would play it rarely, and most of the games that I've gotten for the 360, I've gotten them over the last few years, pretty much the last 2 to 3 years, and I just haven't played it as often. But since I got my newer 360E this past winter, if I remember correctly, since I got the new 360E, I have been enjoying some of my 360 games even more, but I still need to put more time into the console. Overall, I have to say that is definitely not in my top 5 favorite consoles, but I don't know, it has a spot in my heart and in my mind. I definitely have some good and some really bad memories with this console and specific games for this console, but hopefully the good memories outweigh the bad ones, as they all should, really. Anyways, as always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Again, if there were any games in here that I showed you guys that you think I should spend more time on, rethink my decision, and possibly play again, please just let me know, and I'll take your thoughts into consideration. And check out my Facebook, Twitter, website. They're all linked in the description below. And I think that's about it. 300 subscribers contest. It's also linked in the description below. I should not forget about that. And yep. See ya.